Hello everyone, Brachiosaurus227 here. I really like the Phantom Corp series from Rival. It's probably their best series in my opinion. One of Nerf's just best like sub-series or color schemes. And I also really like Mega Blasters. One blaster in particular I really did like was the Flare from the Fortnite line. I'm not a big Fortnite fan though, so I decided to give it a repaint with my favorite color scheme. That's right, this is the Nerf Phantom Flare. And not only does it have a Rival color scheme with a very sloppy Phantom Corp logo, I'm sorry guys, I modified it to shoot Rival rounds. Let's get started. Painting this blaster was insanely hard, and I tried getting footage, but it just didn't turn out that great, so I'm not going to show it here. And it was pretty easy at first because a lot of these parts are segmented, and there's no clips or glue, except for the main barrel part. This is clipped and glued together, so there's literally no way to get into it or take it apart. And I wanted to keep the orange here, so I had to literally take this off and paint everything else for the barrel. Everything else came apart, the orange stuff, it worked fine. I did want to keep the grip tape. I didn't want to paint over that, or the rubberized texturing. It's not actual grip tape, but it's the rubberized texturing. I didn't want to keep that, so I did tape over that as well. And honestly, I think it turned out pretty good. Now, I did not paint the logo on the other side. I'm sorry guys, I ran out of black paint, and I wanted to get this over with. So 3 coats of black paint on the black parts, and 3 coats of white paint on the white parts. And I just used Rust-Oleum, bonding plastic paint. And then I went over it with clear coat, and it turned out pretty fine. I think this is probably one of my better paint jobs. Not to brag or toot my own horn, it's not a good paint job, it's just my best one yet. Now, the logo. Look guys, I tried. I really tried. I mean, if you drink like 5 gallons of good old-fashioned southern sweet tea with like, a million grams of sugar in it, and then you squint your eyes and step back about 20 feet, it might kind of look like, Phantom Corp's logo. But I actually cut out the shape of the Phantom Corp's logo with a piece of paper, and then I spray painted over that. That's how I did it. I didn't do too much detailing. I did use a paint marker. This is not Silver Sharpie. I used a silver paint marker that bonds to plastic. It's not Silver Sharpie, but I used it to kind of color in the screws, and I painted the Nerf logo on both sides. But as far as cosmetic mods go, that's about it. You guys may be wondering why I, kept this on there. This thing is insanely tactical because you can just attach it to a carabiner and hook it to the side of your belt or whatever, or your pant, like the little strap that goes around your belt. You know what I'm talking about, one of those things. But surprisingly, my biggest challenge was the internal mods of this thing. I ran into problem after problem, but I persevered. First off, the spring replacement. Now, normally you would take like, you would just like, you take. You do. But the plunger rod was fixed to the like plunger tube thing. I can't explain internals at all. The plunger rod was like fixed to the pad of the plunger, so you could not get a spring on there. You couldn't just take it off like and do it easily. So I had to go in and twist the spring around, and I actually used a Rival Apollo spring, which is very, very powerful. Very powerful to the point where it was very painful. I got cut on my finger. I hope I don't have tetanus. It's been like a month since I did this, so I'm probably fine. I hope I'm fine. But it was a pain to get on there, and at the end of the day, it kind of ruined this. You can see there's little notch marks in here when I tried to get the spring in. But I got it in, and that means this thing packs a whole lot more of a punch. But I have a problem. This thing has an air restrictor in it. So I had to get the air restrictor out, and there's really no easy way to do this because it's basically a Mega Jolt. So I had to literally, I needed my dad's help to get it out. I usually don't need my dad's help with modding blasters. This time I did. We got like all kinds of tools, and eventually we got all the junk out of there. And at the end of the day, was it worth it? Oh yes, it was. For some reason, this is shooting mega rounds further and most importantly, more accurate than any other Mega Blaster I have. These mega rounds are flying almost ranges of 75 to 80 feet from a pistol like this, and they're almost completely accurate. So that's really nice, and it makes it probably one of my new Mega HVZ blasters going forward, because this is going to be insanely practical for taking out shields and stuff like that, pulling it out and just firing it when you just need to use a single mega round. That's not all it can do, because since I removed the air restrictor and the barrel diameter The barrel perimeter, the perimeter, the diameter of the barrel fits perfectly because the diameter of the barrel fits almost perfectly with rival. That means I just shove the rival round in there and preferably, shove it down a little bit. You get the max amount of seal, prime it, and you get a nifty little rival pistol that shoots about the same as the knockout. But I can talk about this mod all day. Let's see it in action on the range. Alright guys, we have the Flare mod, the Phantom Flare, and I'm here to do a range test. We're going to be firing 6 rival rounds and 6 mega rounds. Start with mega, we're going to fire 6 of them. Wow. Again, this thing gets really, really good ranges. Now it does kind of have a slight angle to it, that's just the way I naturally grip it, so. Yeah, it had a tear in it, so. Guys, this is what a rival Apollo spring does. That one was a little bit off, but most of the shots are very accurate, especially for standard mega darts and at that range. Really, really good accuracy. Alrighty, now with rival rounds, you're gonna have to push them in a little bit. We're gonna do 3 X-shot rounds. Jeez Louise. The performance on this is just unbelievable. Like, the barrel seal is just, this blast in particular has just a really good tight barrel. Not the best shot. This doesn't seem to do as good with the regular rival rounds. Yeah, the X-shot rounds do a lot better in this thing. The lowest rival round and a mega round at 45 feet. That rival round way down there, I don't even think you can see it, but way down there, that originally landed about right here at 52 feet. A rival round here at 56, and then a mega here at 58. And I accidentally left these darts out from a Maxim Pro test, but one of the mega darts is literally clearing the same ranges as the Maxim Pro at 68 feet. The lowest X-shot round at 73 feet. Next mega dart at 75. Another X-shot rival round at 78. The furthest mega dart at exactly 85 feet. And unfortunately, I cannot find the X-shot round, but there was one that landed in, like, near the base of this, the pile of death. I'm just kidding, it's just a bunch of sticks. But there was a rival X-shot round around here, and I don't know where it went, but this is generally close to the 100-foot mark. So again, for a mod, that's really good, especially for a mega little pistol. That thing packs a punch. And I'm not saying I'm a good modder. I've done the same mod to other mega pistols, but this particular one packs more of a punch than the others. I don't know if it's the seal or the barrel or what, but I'm really pleased with it. Whoa! My shirt changed. How did that happen? So in conclusion, what do I think of my mod? Well, a 10 out of 10. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not that egotistical. I mean, I kind of have a big ego, but I'm not that bad, okay? I promise. But overall, I am very satisfied, and I'm proud of this mod. This is probably my best, modification. It just turned out the best, and I am proud of it. It's not good. That logo, not good. But in all seriousness, I'm pretty satisfied with this mod. I'll let you in the comments be the judge of it, whether it's good or not. But personally, I got what I wanted out of it, and I'm going to be using this quite a bit. Now, as far as practical applications goes, a lot of times, a lot of my mods aren't meant to be practical. They're more meant to be display or for show. This is the first one, or second one, that I'm going to actually be using practically as a mega pistol. Whenever I do end up going to an event, This is going to be my main Mega Blaster that I'll have clipped on the side of the carabiner on my belt or like a pack or something like that, because it's nice, compact, it gets the job done, it performs really well, it's everything you need for a Mega Blaster. Because generally the practical applications of Mega don't require something very practical. It just requires something that can shoot and is comfortable and efficient. This does the job. It's compact, it shoots a Mega Dart pretty darn well, and that's why the Flare is so good. You don't necessarily need it to be super practical. That's the cool thing about Mega. You just need something that shoots Mega, and you can play around with that a lot. And that's kind of one of the reasons I like the whole Mega series, is you don't have to have something super practical. So yeah, we're just gonna sip my coffee here. That coffee has me amped. Wow. Okay. That is some... Oh yeah.